Hooty hoo, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. It's Monday. The stock market's back open. We got July 26th. What's going on today? Well, we got the Dow down almost 100 points, at about 80 points last time I checked, and the NASDAQ up, hitting right at the record high. NASDAQ up, Dow down a little bit. We'll see what happens as the day goes on. Where the real excitement is today is in the cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin surging. Well, it's up about $4,000, but still in that trading range between 30 and 40,000. We'll see if it can get over 40,000 or if it pulls back to 30,000. Even though it's up 4,000, still in a trading range. Now, the stock market last Monday was down about 1,000 points, right? We dropped that 1,000 points and we had that V-shaped recovery right back up to new record highs. Now, this to me is not a normal trade. It's just not. It's not normal. It's nothing about this stock market's normal. It hits record highs every other day. Record high, record high, record high. Nothing's normal. Am I buying here at the record high? I am not. I am not buying here, and I suggest you do not either. There's going to be a better entry level, and I think it's within the next 2 to 4 weeks, you're going to see a correction, a bigger correction than we had last Monday. That's just my opinion. I do think that we are too high here, hitting the record highs. I think we're going to get a pullback. I think we're going to get a better buying opportunity. Now, would I short this market? I tell you, no, I would not, even though I do have some puts on the XLK. I would be cautious because the Fed can come out at any time and just start buying. They can start buying. They have unlimited money from you and me. They don't have any money, but they have the full backing of the U.S. Treasury to buy as much as they want to prop up the market. So I'd be cautious if I were shorting the market, but I do think you're going to get a better buying opportunity to enter the market. Now, what I want to talk today about is real estate. Now, real estate also at a record high. Matter of fact, in June, the median priced home in the United States hit $386,000. This is a record high for the median price home in the United States. Now, this is up 25% year over year. So in the last year, house prices went up 25%. But for some reason, the Federal Reserve still thinks it's necessary to pay $40 billion a month to buy mortgages to prop up the housing market. 25% was not enough for them. They want to go up 50% year over year. They're going to keep buying these mortgages to prop up the housing market. Now, of course, they use your money and my money to buy these mortgages to prop up the housing market to keep us out of the housing market. It's funny how it all works. Now, how do I know the housing market's in a bubble? Well, that record high might tell you it's in a bubble, but here's the thing. Look it. When you get the average person, and they make the average wage, and they cannot afford to buy a house, houses are in a bubble. Something has to change. Either that income, did your income go up 25% last year? Maybe it did. I heard incomes went up a lot, but I think that's income from the government paying the unemployed workers more than they were making on their job. That will send the income up. I don't think your income went up 25%. I just don't think incomes went up that high, but houses went up that high. How income not keeping up with the pace of houses. So is it a good time to buy right now? Now look it. I'm a real estate broker in full disclosure. I'm a real estate broker. All right. Is it a good time to buy? Real estate brokers are supposed to say yes. It's always a good time to buy. I don't think it is. I do not. Now look, when I get a listing, when I get a house to sell, anybody can sell a house in this market. A 6-year-old child, he could sell a house in this market. If you have a house to sell right now, you can still make it out. But things are starting to change. They're starting to change. The market's starting to shift. The buyers are going away, and the sellers, they're starting to reduce that price a little bit. They call it, they say a price reduction. Us brokers, we say a price improvement. A price improvement, because maybe someone will buy the house. But what we have here is we have July 31st coming. A lot of stuff happened in July 31st, right? Okay, so well, maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. Now, they're going to take away the eviction moratorium. That's going to come to an end July 31st. Do I believe it's going to happen? Maybe, not state by state. Our state already says we're extending it out. We're extending it till September, Governor Newsom. He's going to pay your rent until September. Isn't that great? So, but the federal eviction moratorium comes to an end at the end of this month. Now, will that put 10 to 20 million people out on the street? Will those people become homeless? Well, maybe. Okay, so let's see what happens. Okay, let's say now the CDC, the one who put the eviction moratorium in place, they just lost a major court battle. Okay, the federal court said it's illegal for the CDC to say that there's an eviction moratorium. They don't have that power to change constitutional law and tell the tenants they don't have to pay their landlords. The CDC does not have that power, and it's ruled that way. So will they extend it? I don't know how it's all going to play out, but do I think it's coming to an end soon? Yes, I do. July 31st, they might extend it another month. They might extend it through winter. But eventually it's going to come to an end. And this is going to put a lot of people out of their rental unit, right? So let's say becomes 10 million rental units vacant, all right? What is that going to do to the price of rent? Well, typically, this would lower the price of rent because you'd have too much supply and not enough renters to fill it. But where are those 10 to 20 million people going to go? Well, they're going to circulate from their landlord to another landlord, to another landlord, to another landlord. And you know what? They may actually have to pay those landlords more money because they have an eviction on their record, okay? They have a credit score that has plummeted. So those people might actually have to pay higher rent to get into another unit somewhere else. Well, maybe that happens and maybe that pumps rent up. But now, let's say that doesn't happen. Let's say these people, they go live with family members, they go live with friends, they double up in houses. Now, on my street, it's crazy what's going on. I mean, we get 10, 12, 14 people living in a 1,200 square foot house. I mean, the car parking situation it's out of control. But anyways, okay, maybe they go double up and they find a place to rent, and maybe all these units are vacant. Now, if they are vacant, the landlords have no choice but to lower the rental price so that the demand for those units, someone will come in and rent. Now, if rents drop, let's say rents drop by 30%. Okay, if rents drop by 30%, what's that going to do to home prices? Well, I would argue that it's going to send home prices down by about the same percentage. Okay, so why? Why would home prices come down? Well, if you could rent a home for half of what it pays to buy a home, are you going to buy that home or are you going to rent it? You're probably going to rent it. So that's going to send the home prices down because the buyers will be gone. They'll be gone. So there will be a correction coming. There is a change coming. There is a shift in the marketplace coming. Now, is it going to happen all July 31st? Heck no. No, it's going to take time to play out. Do you know the court systems are going to be backed up for months and months. They're going to be backed up. But the banks, now the forbearance is coming to an end July 31st too. The forbearance, okay, that means that banks can go and foreclose on people that don't pay their mortgage. Now, once again, I do believe somehow this gets extended out, but I'm not sure how it's all going to play out just yet, but we're going to know in a week or two, right? I mean, July's coming to an end. Let's see what happens. Are the banks really going to foreclose? There's 2 to 3 million homes right there that they can foreclose on for people not paying their mortgages. Are those going to hit the market? What would that do to prices? I think it would send it down a lot. You put 2 million units out there on the market, I think prices are going to come down. I do think it's going to correct. I do think it's going to come down. And I think that, we're getting that shift. We're getting that change. A lot of things going on at the end of July. Do you know that the debt ceiling the government has to come up with? Donald Trump, he suspended the debt ceiling. And somehow we've already spent $28.5 trillion, trillion with a T. The debt ceiling comes into effect again on July 31st. Wow, are they going to suspend it? Why not just get rid of it? Why not just throw it away? Maybe that's what they're going to do with the debt ceiling. I'm just telling you that change is coming. Change is coming. It's going to come quickly. Okay, so it starts July 31st. Maybe it gets extended out. I'm not really sure, but change is coming. I would not be buying a house here. As a matter of fact, even the stock market at a record high. What I'd be doing is I'd be stashing some cash for the crash. Let me say that again. That's fun to say. Stashing some cash for the crash. That would be my advice right here. Now, cash, people think cash is a bad position to hold because the government's destroying the cash. They're destroying the dollar by printing more and more endless money. Your purchasing power is going down. I think cash is an underrated position right now. I think you need some cash in this stock market. I think you need some cash for the real estate market. Not now. Stash the cash for the crash. That's what I would be doing. That's what I am doing. This is going to change the crash. There's going to be a crash. I'm telling you, this isn't going to end. Well, can they extend it out another 6 months, another year? Sure, possible. I do see a correction coming in the stock market next 2 to 4 weeks. Should that dip be bought? Buy the dip. Everybody buys that dip. The last dip, they bought that so fast. We were down 1,000 last Monday. We were hitting record highs. I think we're going to get a bigger correction. Not this 1% stuff. I think we'll get 5 to 10% correction. That's just my opinion. I think that's coming in the next 2 to 4 weeks. If you like this stuff, give me that thumbs up. It's a Monday. It's the stock market's open. Things are going on. Everything's going on out there. If you really like this stuff, punch that subscribe button. We'll talk more again. We'll talk more later in the week. We'll see what's happening. I'm Tall Mike. Get out there. Have a great Monday. Bye-bye now.